Well, Jeff insists that his wife is a lifelong liar and cheater who shares similar characteristics to a serial killer. In fact, he calls her the Ted Bundy of serial cheaters. Now, Audrey denies ever being unfaithful, but says Jeff is so convinced he is right that he's told her that he could kill her.
I haven't cheated you all the
right, and you know it.
No, I know what I know.
You
never cheated
You're
on me.
a liar.
My marriage to Jeff has become emotionally abusive.
You were with your lover more than you were at work and with your family. And you can have the audacity to deny it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I live in constant fear of upsetting him. He's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. One minute, he's affectionate, considerate, sweet, and loving. But when he's in a state of delusion, he's hurtful and he says horrible things to me. And he degrades me.
Oh my.
Piece of
Thank you. That's why I don't usually say a word.
that you would deny that.
He calls me a slut, a skank, a psychopath, a narcissist, a whore, and a serial cheater.
I know what the it is.
Yeah, I know you know. But you're delusional.
No, I'm not.
You are.
On a few occasions, Jeff has told me I could kill you for what you've done to this marriage. It's just a threat, but it puts that thought in my head that he could potentially kill me. Last month, Jeff actually, for the first time, put his hands on me. He smacked me in the back because I was just laying there and he thought I wasn't listening while he was ranting. I was in a physically abusive relationship in the past, but the emotional abuse I get from Jeff hurts more.
Well, joining us via Polycom is Audrey's daughter, Carly. She says if her stepfather continues his abuse, her mother, just to protect herself and her sanity and maybe her physical well-being, needs to get out of this relationship. Carly, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Carly, you say that your stepfather is basically two different people. You say on the one hand, he's actually a very loving, caring, and nurturing stepfather, right?
Yes, he's always been a wonderful stepfather, and he's a wonderful husband to my mom in a lot of ways when he's not accusing her of cheating.
So do you think Carly is her Confederate here?
Well, I
she's
think
covering
she
for her?
Loves her mother and she's loyal to her mother. And I don't think that she's covering for her, but I think her mother was able to hide it from her, even though I think she has seen signs of inappropriate behavior by her mother, but maybe she isn't recognizing it.
I haven't seen anything appropriate. I just wish that he didn't believe these things and that he didn't think that my mom would do all this, because she wouldn't.
And you've seen these vile texts that he sent to your mother, right?
Yes.
And what does it do to you when you read those? How do you feel about that?
It's shocking. I mean, it's hard to believe that he wrote them. I've known him since I was an adolescent when my parents got married, and he's always been a wonderful father, and, you know, it's just not something I would expect to hear him say. It's so out of character.
I've never shared any of this with anyone.
But you're saying it about her mother, and this is this young woman that obviously loves you.
Well, I would never
has
shared it with my
compassion
daughter
for her.
if it was me.
But you did say it, and she has great compassion for you.
Well, and I'm sorry, I don't defend myself at all, and it is when it does happen, it is when I'm beside myself, distressed. It is like I am out of control. Thoughts have taken over. It's just.